afternoon, HMS 7. It's great to see everyone back here on a Monday. Focus again is to reflect upon the 7 habits of highly effective people. These are habits that you can practice at any time in your life, at any time in our history. People who practice and start to master these habits, or things that you repeatedly do over time, would find themselves successful. It always starts with being proactive, taking the initiative, taking that mindset of I haven't mastered something yet. I'm not there yet. Being proactive is that idea of I'm not there yet and I will find a way to get there, whatever that looks like for you. Then it moves on to putting first things first. When you're proactive, you also find a way to put first things first, to prioritize. When you are proactive, you also begin with the end in mind. Proactive people think, I want to be successful, I'm going to take steps to be there. If you're proactive, you also practice win-win. Many of you heard me say just simply a win-win could be you seeing a piece of trash on the ground that's not yours and throwing it away. That's being proactive. Or stepping in to help somebody out. That philosophy of there is an abundance of things to go around, I can step in and help out. When I'm proactive, I think about listening better, seeking first to understand. Genuine, authentic, empathic listening. Listening with my eyes, with my heart, with my ears, paraphrasing back, asking relevant questions. That's being proactive. Again, synergizing, also being proactive, getting a group of people together and to get something accomplished, getting that group together gets it done better than it's done individually. And the thing that we will touch upon today, that last habit, sharpening the saw, is also a proactive approach to your life. Again, sharpening that saw, a proactive approach to your life. I want you to briefly reflect before I switch slides here on what exactly that phrase, sharpen the saw, means. Hopefully we recall from the last time that we did this last Wednesday, when I went through these, sharpening the saw is taking care of your mind, your body, your heart, and your soul. We're just going to pick 2 of those out today to focus upon, but it's taking a proactive approach to yourself, especially in April. We've been through a school year. It's extremely important to be proactive in sharpening your saw. We'll start first with ways to sharpen your mind. I want you to think here for the next 10 seconds on ways I can sharpen my mind and make it better so that it is more effective. We'll go through 3 key ways here, ones that you can do every day. Read, read, read. You can make your mind much sharper by reading material, understanding it, and then taking your understanding of what you read and applying it to things in your life. Again, read, read, read. Read for understanding. Take that material that you've read and apply it to the rest of your life. Apply it to things that you do in your everyday life, because reading expands our imagination, expands the world that we live in. Just think of the ELA you're reading, The Outsiders right now, or closing that out right now. Just by reading that novel, you've expanded your mind on how to deal with conflict. Even though it's not a real conflict, it could be. It's a situational conflict. You could take that material that you read with The Outsiders this week, or this last couple of weeks, and expand your mind on how to better resolve conflicts between people who are different. Learning new things. That should be every single day when you walk into this building. Come in here and make learning your goal, not your performance. Because if you make learning the goal, the performance will follow. Write, journal, expand your mind that way. Do new things, try new things. They will all help sharpening your saw. Ways to sharpen your body. I want you to sit there and reflect for the next 10 seconds on ways you can make your body sharper and more effective. Three key ways here. Sleep, your age group. And I know many of you, if you're listening right now, might laugh about this. You guys need to be getting between 9 to 10 hours of sleep a day. I want to reflect on that. 9 to 10 hours of sleep a day. 7 to 8 hours of sleep is appropriate, but 9 to 10. Are you going to bed at the right time to get that sleep to make your mind sharp and your body sharp? Eat healthy. Should be eating 2 cups of fruit, 2.5 cups of veggies a day. Drinking your milk, getting that calcium. bread, you name it. Get the right nutrients into your body. It will make it sharp and more effective. Exercise. Should be exercising 1 hour a day. That doesn't mean we're just physically running 1 hour a day, but moving. At least 1 hour a day getting up. You do this. These are things that we can all do. It has nothing to do with the abilities you're born with. All of these will help sharpen your body and make your body more effective. Because if your body's more effective, so is your mind. If your mind is more effective, so is your body. Easy. And as we talk about with a growth mindset, you've got to practice this over time. And all that hard work of reading, learning new things, sleeping, exercising, that's all below the surface. You'll see that success on the outside of that. When you get into your reflection sheets that have been shared with your teachers, mind, body, heart, soul, journal ways that you're trying to do that. Hold yourself accountable to make your mind sharper, your body sharper. I'm going to close out with one thing. Now that we're into April, we're all back. Expectations. Pretty simple. Be where you're supposed to be. Do what you're supposed to do. Very simple philosophy if you want to experience success over time here. Be where you're supposed to be, and that's being to class on time. Starting to notice a small group of us not getting there on time. Extremely important, and we'll correct that with consequences if we have to, or you can just correct it internally. You should be to class on time. That's being where you're supposed to be each and every day, doing what you're supposed to do in class, learning, asking questions, putting that extra time in. That is definitely a habit we can practice each and every day. If you want to know how you can be successful here, be where you're supposed to be, do what you're supposed to do. And as a teenager, you probably don't like adults constantly telling you what to do. And if you want to avoid that, and I'll stop. If you want to avoid people always telling you what you need to do, be where you're supposed to be, do what you're supposed to do. We love you guys. It's great to have you back here on a Monday.